All right, guys, good morning. So, the day has come to finally send home the 65 sedan. Had the privilege, really, to work on this car. The client and I actually discussed for about 2.5, 3 years before she sent me the car. On the fence about doing it, what it would entail, the time frame, the commitment from her part, and really instilling trust in me and us at the bus barn to see this project through. Her and her late husband actually bought this car new in 1965. This car has sat, the last registered date stamp, rather, the registration tag on the plate says 94. So we can kind of estimate that it's been sitting for about 30 years now, 2025. A lot that we did, a lot that we didn't do. Trying to think kind of from the top, mechanical, dependability aspect of things and working down. We cleaned up the wiring, the fuse box. We did convert the car from 6 volt to 12 volt. So all your exterior bulbs, all your dash lighting's been upgraded to the brighter wattage bulbs, 12 volt. Did a voltage drop for the radio and for the wiper motor. It was not a SWF armature, so I wasn't able to swap it out, so we had to drop it down with the reducer. New trunk liner, clean the fuel tank, trying to think what else, interior wise, and I will show you all of these things here in just a moment. Sound deadener for the interior. We did do a patch repair for the battery tray behind the passenger seat, underneath the rear seat. The sound deadener inside, put a new carpet kit in from Williamsburg West, very nice kits, with the passenger foot pedestal and the stitched carpet above the pedal assembly for the driver. New interior door panels. We crafted up our own moisture barriers. In the process of doing the doors, we reglazed them. The scrapers, inner and outer, the felts, the vent windows, the windshield, the side windows, the pop-outs, the pinch weld sills for the pop-out windows, the rear, the deluxe trim, all of that stuff has been replaced. Headliner is original. I did have to do a repair just below the rear window. Actually took a section of original bus headliner that I have and cut it out and patched that area. Seats, funny enough, the original seat padding and original vinyl leatherette is actually underneath the red covers that are there now, but they're in usable shape, and her husband installed them, so we're trying to keep some of that originality and some of the aspects of what she remembers the car and how she remembered the car from the time in which they both enjoyed it. I had my buddy TJ, who does a phenomenal job, detail this car. It was very flat, very oxidized. Again, it was parked under a carport, so a little bit of coverage, but still getting some of the element, a lot of the humidity, some of the UV, so we polished it up. As you can see, the car still wears its original front and rear bumpers, the headlight buckets, missing caps. She's got some original caps that she wants to put on it, so we didn't mess with that. Transaxle is still 6 volt transaxle, so we had to clearance out the bell housing for the 200 millimeter clutch kit, because we did convert to 12 volt as I mentioned, but we also built a 1788 engine, so I don't know, it's not dynoed. This car still, when it came in, still had the single port 40 horse engine, 6 volt engine. So now we're 12 volt, 1788. I'd say a safe estimation, probably around 80 horsepower. Accelerates very well, brakes very well. So the drivability, not because I expect her to drive aggressively, but I also want to be able for her to get out of her own way. Traffic's quick these days, and just trying to be able to merge and to be an assertive, aggressive driver when need be. So that is there for her. I mentioned the brakes. Of course, we went through the brakes, through the fuel system, cables, clutch, accelerator, heated cables, all that stuff's been done. So I will grab you guys and we will walk around real quick, and I'll highlight some of the things, point out some of the things that I've already mentioned, and kind of see the level of what we took this car. I think this car is very much a very honest driver quality car. There's been touch-up areas. Most of the car's original paint, but there's been touch-up areas you can see on the rear fender, some areas where they've done some repair work in the past. The pan is very, very nice. Really just a 60-year-old honest car, and we basically just made it to where it will be dependable and safe to the greatest extent of what a 60-year-old Volkswagen can be, and to embody off the memories in which she has, to make some more, and to revisit those and enjoy the time that she has with it, and for the family to continue to do the same. So let's grab you, let's stop rambling, and show you what we're working with. Today's the big reveal. I'm really excited about it. I got to drive a few hours to deliver it back to her. So I need to wrap this video up and get this bad boy loaded to beat the rain. So let's do it. Of course, when we reglaze the doors, you can see that the door sills and stuff have been tackled. I'm going to bring you guys down a little bit. Shifter, the rear coupler, the front shift bushing, that stuff has been tackled. I cleaned up the steering wheel. We did replace the turn signal switch. I mentioned that we changed up the dash lighting, put a new sending unit with the fuel tank when we overhauled that. A lot of the components that you see here, the carpet, the mats, and things of that nature are Wolfsburg West products. The door cards, interior panels, of course, Refocus. Our course from TMI. We did replace the armrest or the grab handles when we did this car. Those seals do not like to close when there's not a window cracked. And you can see a little bit here on this fender, as I mentioned, some repairs in the past, but I think it shows very, very well. There's some oxidation and stuff that would not be pulled out, of course, in the rock guards and things of that nature. If y'all do not know, we are in Arkansas. Get phone calls from people from California from time to time, trying to bring me their bus or their car, and think that AR is Arizona. It is not, guys. We are in Arkansas. So, bring you back here. Bring this camera down. Make it a little bit easier to grab you guys and do this. So again, 1788. The way that you achieve that is the 69.5 counterweight CB crank, CB Performance. And actually with the new cases, which this is, the deck heights are a little goofy. So the extra throw with that crank actually makes up from having to do a bunch of extra case work to achieve about an 8.5, 8.6, somewhere about an 8.5 compression ratio, a good deck height. And so you get good drivability and longevity out of the engine. Ditched the single port, went to a dual port intake. That's a PIC 34.3 carburetor, jetting for just for those that are curious. The main is a 132, the idle is a 60. This is running a stock pea shooter style exhaust. Pertronix SVDA distributor. Pretty standard. Looks very stock. Certainly didn't want to introduce dual carbs to an elderly client, and so just the drivability, the electric choke, the simplicity of it was kind of the main goal, the target there. So that rear window, the deluxe trim, boy, was that fun. That was fun. See there? And this is kind of the blend of like old and new. You know, you see the heater channel, none of that stuff's been tackled, you know, those are original. And you can see the running board as well as original. And so you have this blend of original but new. I think it's a nice blend, a nice touch for an original one owner driver quality car. Simple seats. Let's see if I can lay this seat down. You can see peep through the window. That get past the glare and the reflection. This is the section of the headliner that we replaced. It was absolutely cooked from the years of sun and abuse and things of that nature. I'm gonna walk over here and fire this bad boy up. Like I said, I gotta put it on the trailer today, so I actually haven't fired this car up in a couple days. Let's see how she wants to behave this morning. Brick red and white, the brick red on white interiors. Would have loved to put new seat upholstery and padding in this car, but it wasn't really necessary, so we decided to keep it out as it was. Now the radio is a Sapphire 6, I believe, maybe a 5. So only AM, but we did replace the dash speaker from Retro Manufacturing, got a new antenna, so out here in Arkansas, if she wants to listen to a little gospel or maybe a little Espanol, La Musicana, certainly has the option to do so. Quite a bit of heat and humidity here, so these engines for the last about a year and a half have been installing the CV Performance kit number 1738. It is a 1.5 quart sump, oil sump on these cars. Adds a little bit of oil capacity. Doesn't really change much with the oil temps that we see from what I've measured, but gives a little bit, again, increase in capacity, but also has that lifetime reusable filter, which I think filters a little bit smaller microns, a little bit more precise than the typical factory strainer. To try to protect components and stuff in this car. Try to foresee things that some clients will tackle, or and I don't think that maintenance will really be getting completed, considering the client's age and the distance from me, and don't have a whole lot of air-cooled shops here in Arkansas. So just trying to do little things that can help the client. Really, really nice. So if you you don't know, most of the aftermarket mirrors are just absolutely crap. This is the 101 from West Coast, or excuse me, Wilford West, and I'm really happy with it. The deluxe trim and the seals and stuff with the kit from Wolfsburg West, the scrapers, all that stuff. If you're doing Beetle stuff, Wolfsburg, do it. All right, guys. Well, this thing's loafing about. We need to get off of here. I need to get the trailer hooked up.